Could an entire city be buried beneath the waves, hidden from human eyes for thousands of years? And if so, who built it and why? Off the coast of Japan, near the small island of Yonaguni, lies one of the most debated archaeological discoveries of the 20th century. Some call it Japan's Atlantis. Others say it's nothing more than a curious formation of natural rock. But what is the truth behind the underwater ruins of Yonaguni? Discovered in 1986 by a local diver looking for hammerhead sharks, the massive stone structure lies beneath the sea at a depth of about 25 meters. At first glance it looks like a natural rock shelf, but on closer inspection things get stranger: sharp edges, perfect right angles, flat terraces that look like ceremonial platforms, long corridors and what some describe as a grand staircase, all carved into solid bedrock. This is not the kind of geometry nature often creates. The main structure, often referred to as the Yonaguni Monument, stretches 150 meters in length and 40 meters wide. Its towering layers look like the steps of a giant pyramid submerged beneath the ocean. For decades, scientists, divers, and mystery seekers have been captivated by its almost otherworldly appearance. One of the first experts to examine the site was marine geologist Masaki Kimura from the University of the Ryukyus. After over a decade of research and more than 100 dives, Kimura became convinced that the site was man-made. He identified roads, walls, gates, and even what appeared to be a stadium and a pyramid. According to his theory, the structure may be over 10,000 years old, predating even the Egyptian pyramids. But if that's true, it raises some mind-bending questions. Who built it? There is no record of such an advanced civilization existing in Japan at such an early time. Could Yonaguni be evidence of a lost civilization swallowed by the ocean during the last ice age? The last ice age ended around 10,000 years ago, and during that time sea levels were much lower than they are today. That means parts of what are now seabeds were once dry land. If Yonaguni was once above water, then it's entirely possible that ancient humans could have carved into its stone. And if so, Yonaguni could be one of the oldest archaeological sites in human history. Kimura's findings sparked international interest but also fierce criticism. Many geologists, such as Robert Schoch of Boston University, argue that the formations are entirely natural. According to this view, the monument's right angles and flat surfaces are the result of natural tectonic activity and the layering of sandstone. Over time, earthquakes and water erosion could have sculpted the rock into its current form, no ancient civilization required. But not everyone is convinced by this natural theory. Divers continue to report features that seem, well, just too precise to be accidental. There are what appear to be tool marks. Some even claim to have seen strange symbols etched into the stone, though honestly no confirmed writing system has been identified. And there's the curious presence of what some folks call a face carved into the rock, resembling ancient statues found in other parts of the world. The mystery deepens when we look at nearby islands. On Okinawa, just a few hundred kilometers away, stone tools, ancient ruins, and unexplained artifacts have also been found. Could these be related? Are we seeing the remnants of an ancient maritime culture that once flourished in the region and was later wiped out by rising seas? There's another layer to this story. According to Japanese folklore, there was once a mythical land called Mu, or Lemuria, said to have existed in the Pacific Ocean before being swallowed by the sea. Some theorists link Yonaguni to these ancient legends. Could Yonaguni be the last trace of a civilization lost to myth? Mainstream archaeology remains skeptical. No definitive artifacts, no pottery, bones, or tools have been recovered from the site. Without such evidence, it's difficult to prove human involvement. And yet, the structure itself continues to defy easy explanation. Masaki Kimura stands by his belief that Yonaguni is artificial. He even suggests the city could have been destroyed by a massive earthquake, one powerful enough to cause a sudden submersion of the land. Given Japan's position on the Pacific Ring of Fire, such a cataclysm is not beyond possibility. But perhaps the real mystery of Yonaguni lies not just in whether it is natural or man-made, but in what it represents, a glimpse into a forgotten chapter of human history. If true, it would mean that human civilization, and our architectural capabilities, are far older than we have imagined. It would mean rewriting textbooks, rethinking timelines, and questioning the origins of our species' greatest achievements. So, what do we have here? A giant staircase-like monument sitting beneath the ocean. There are these sharp edges and flat platforms that honestly really hint at human design. We've got a theory that suggests its construction dates back more than 10,000 years. And a scientific community that's still pretty divided, caught somewhere between wonder and skepticism. Is the Yonaguni Monument actually proof of a lost civilization buried beneath the sea, just waiting to be rediscovered? Or could it be simply a stunning example of nature's ability to imitate human handiwork? Until we find some conclusive evidence, the truth, well, it remains submerged beneath the waves. But every dive, every photograph, and every new exploration adds just one more piece to this fascinating puzzle. One thing is certain, the mystery of Yonaguni keeps challenging our understanding of history, and maybe even what it means to be human. And in that mystery lies its greatest power.